So what did you think of the event so far?
Oh, it's been brilliant. The best part for me is that it's in Ireland. I spent the last 18 months looking for events like this, and I've been to the UK 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was in Chicago at the System Seminar, and just about when I booked Chicago, I discovered there was one here. I've spent a year trying to find people with the same mindset as me, with the same kind of goals as me, in Ireland, and it's only since I discovered about the seminar that this has happened. First of all on Facebook, I made some friends on Facebook, discovered the seminar was on through Facebook, made friends with some of the organisers here, arrived here and discovered that 6 people knew me as John from Facebook, some through my posts. So, and that was part of my strategy in getting involved in Facebook, was to create a web presence, because that's what I hear the internet marketers speaking about. Same with Twitter. I increased my followers on Twitter by about 3,500 in the last 8 weeks, and made my first money on the internet through Twitter. I made $11.98. I think it was on the 8th of April. And I just checked my email last night, and I discovered that I made $125 yesterday on an affiliate market thing that I had set up on Tuesday.
Fantastic! So you've had a lot of success so far.
Well, yes, yeah. I mean,
and
not
you're learning
financial
a lot
success.
more,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely not. Actually, one of the things I've discovered this weekend is how much I actually know, because I've actually put in place over since the end of February the most of the pieces of the jigsaw that one needs to have an internet business.
And how did this seminar sort of help you? How did it contribute to
I've
your
had
business?
a couple of months of confusion, information overload, really, and I felt I wasn't really getting anywhere. The benefit of seminars for me is that I meet like-minded people, positively motivated, believe they can be successful, and I need that kind of motivation. Basically, motivation. I knew the kind of energy that's in events like this. What I'm absolutely delighted about is the amount of energy, the amount of information, and the fantastic people that I met here. Meeting Donna and Pat. I only live 25 miles away from Pat, but I never knew a guy like Pat existed until I came here. Never knew there was a person like Donna and Pat and Gary who could put an event like this together, who could pick. The only place I've heard of speakers of this quality would have been London and Chicago. I'm delighted as an Irishman that there's people around who had the initiative and the courage to take, to explore the possibility of running events like this in Ireland, because there's a lot of people in Ireland at the moment out of jobs. A lot of very intelligent people, both young and old. One of the things that amazed me is that 25% of the people on Twitter are over 55. Now I'm over 61, and I'm probably, I don't know where I rank on Twitter, but not doing too badly. We need to embrace the internet and internet marketing, because that's where the future lies, not in bricks and mortar. That's betrayed us. It's let us down. Banks have let us down. But technology, if you don't change with the technology, you just get left behind, and you start bitching and moaning instead of, getting on and saying, this is a good thing. Embrace it.
Fantastic. So what 3 things will you be taking home from this seminar, do you think?
3 things. One is that I'm back at the next seminar. Absolutely.
Great. You can do that.
I think I found a mentor, which I've been lacking, and I just need a couple more discussions to confirm that.
Great.
And that will give me focus and direction. And I think the 3rd thing was the fun, confirmation that I've been on the right track. I needed that bit of confirmation. I was beginning to doubt myself. I was beginning to lose focus, sense of direction, and I've got that back.
Great.
Unfortunately, I probably will have to wait till Monday to start implementing, because I leave here tomorrow evening. I've got a 4.5 hour drive home.
And you're just eager to start straight away.
Well, now I know that what I'm doing, all I have to do is add a couple of pieces to the. I have my, I don't know, many domain names. I've taught enough about internet marketing that my Christmas present to my daughter this year, and I love my daughter dearly, was 4 domain names in her name. And my next goal was to be able to learn enough about internet marketing myself to be able to teach her, and that she would have her own name as domain names.
And is this like one of the places to learn about internet marketing, one of the top places you would think from your experience?
Yeah. I mean, I've done 18 months of research on who are the internet marketers. I've gone through...
And it's brought you here after 18 months of research?
Yes. And the speakers here are world-class speakers, absolutely, because I've been to the UK, I've had world-class speakers. I've been to Chicago, I've had world-class speakers, and I'm here this weekend, and I've heard 4 of the speakers here before, at world-class events outside of Ireland. So that speaks for itself. I think that Ireland can do it just as well as anybody else. And what I like is the people who are involved and come here to speak, think enough for us to actually come here and speak. And I think we owe the debt of gratitude to the organisers who were asking, have the courage to ask them, and the people themselves that have the courtesy to accept.
And it's also part of the give back nature
Absolutely.
of getting royalty.
One of the things that attracts me to internet, well, maybe the new style of marketing, the new style of business, is that the old methodology was, in my mind, exploitative. In other words, I use you to make money, and then I kept the money. I give you as little as possible, just enough to keep you happy, enslaved in a job, hoping that you wouldn't leave. This is more a collaborative effort. From what my research has shown me is that the new way of doing business is going to be both cooperative and collaborative. And this is part of the model. And if the big existing companies don't embrace that, they're going to go to the wall. It's been a paradigm shift. The things that were, there was a statement, you can take it to the bank. That statement meant that it was an absolute rock solid fact or investment or whatever, if you could take it to the bank. Now, what happens if you take it to the bank? It becomes devalued. You can't use that anymore. That was a 20th century statement that is no longer true. So who can you trust now? You can trust yourself, you can trust your instincts, and you can trust people who are willing to teach you and willing to share with you how they do things, rather than get involved in a job where you're a slave for life. They'll give you a little bit more and a little bit more, and when they're finished, they'll kind of kick you out. Whereas if you take personal responsibility for your own destiny, well then everything is down to you. You make choices if they don't work out. It's okay. Sometimes the things that don't work out okay, are the things that teach you the most. One of the main attractions for me is that I realised after 40 years of work that I had been very I never had time. I really had never time for my family. I was too busy working, and a lot of it was for good reasons, but looking back, a lot of it wasn't for very good reasons either. But the beauty of working on the internet is all I need is a laptop. Actually, even if the next generation of phones, I won't even need a laptop. Phone will do me, and I'll be able to do business anywhere. And I would like to be on the beach in southern France or northern Spain, a lot more than I am. Trading, any of the new kind of business you can do in England gives you the freedom to be anywhere. There are no barriers, either of race, creed, religion, age. None of those barriers exist anymore.